What about you? You care about Viacom, and is that?
Oh, of course,
I mean,
care
it's like
immensely
Groundhog
about.
Day. What do you think? We have,
So we were here yesterday.
2 hours
talked
before
about
the market
this.
opens.
Right,
Do you think we could get a statement?
I'm waiting for it. I think it's going to happen. It's going to happen
Today.
Yeah, I think today.
This morning's your morning.
If it's not this morning, it'll be aftermarket today.
You want to give us some details on the price?
The price. So
that's what people want to know.
Well, I think the Journal did a good job of getting some information out there yesterday. The idea being that it would be about 0.6 or 0.59 CBS shares for every Viacom share. The last time they had this discussion a few years ago was about 0.61. I mean, here's the thing. The way that Viacom's been trading, you can see it one way or the other. 0.6 is a take under, right? You're getting it at lower than what it had been trading at. The argument from the CBS side is, well, people have been buying into Viacom on the presumption that deals is going to happen, so it's been baked in. So we're not going to give you more of a premium. It's a way to sell the idea to CBS shareholders that you're getting some kind of a premium. Look, there's going to be shareholder lawsuits out of this anyway. That'll happen. Shari will get her way. She'll get the deal. It'll happen. They'll combine the two. The bigger picture is that enough? Like, fine, so they combine the two. Are they that much heftier? Are they that much stronger? Not necessarily, because we live in a different world now where these retransmission and affiliate fee renewals, these licensing agreements that they come up with, that's kind of over. You're not going to get a fractionally higher amount.
Let's say it's not enough. What does that ultimately mean? It means that 24 months from now,
there's going to be there'll be another deal.
But
what's left? What more are you going to buy?
This heft. What did you say?
Well, what's left?
No, I was going to say,
I'm not suggesting
you don't have a prediction when
I'm suggesting they might sell.
You don't have a prediction when they split after going back together?
You mean they're going to split again?
Well, who knows, right? I mean, the investment bankers are working.
So I think what
made a lot of sense to split these guys, but now it makes a lot of sense.
If you're talking about a sale, Andrew, what's interesting is that Viacom by itself is an easier sell than tied up with CBS. Even despite that there's bulk, because all of a sudden CBS is a broadcast network. There are only so many buyers for that kind of a thing. Whereas with Viacom, it's a smaller, nimbler company now. A lot of things have been cut out of it. That could have been sold off. So I think Shari, she's going to be more of a buyer than a seller. I wouldn't rule out that 24 months from now that there could be some kind of a sale.
You think she's more of a buyer than a seller
at this point? So there's a bunch of smaller networks, smaller studios still out there for sale. I think Sony is the only other sort of target that's like of any real size that, oh, wow, that could be a thing. I know there have been reports about Discovery, which absorbed Scripps last year. That would add, certainly, but again, that would add in the sense of the fight for these licensing agreement deals, right, with the cable and satellite operators. Again, that era, I feel like, is coming to an end.
I mean, so much about this situation has been telegraphed in the press, but what happens if the deal and the exchange get announced, roughly what's expected, and both stocks plummet?
Yeah, that will tell you the sense of your prospects as a combined company aren't necessarily better than as separate companies. I think at the same time, given
but you think this deal would be ironclad. You don't think that either board could walk away?
I think they could still walk away. The fact that Shari Redstone wants this deal to happen, she can't interject herself in this process based on an agreement that she had with a settlement agreement with the old CBS board, but she wants it, so it's going to happen.
I got a crazy one for you.
Yeah.
What happens if someone tries to come in over the top, if you get the joke here, but not really, which is, could there be another bidder that sees the price of this, and she can obviously say no because she's a control shareholder, but could you get into a Bancroft-style Wall Street Journal,
exciting.
Murdochian deal?
You've been watching Succession.
Where the price and the premium are so high,
right? You can't ignore it. Yeah,
you can't ignore it, and people start talking about fiduciary duties in a way that they haven't before.
I love that idea, but again, I mean, who's that hot for Viacom?
I don't know.
Sorkin Enterprises.
Okay, if it's Sorkin Enterprises,
Lee and Kerman and Taoshi Enterprises,
we'll do it.
We'll get your credit cards together, and we'll get together.
Yeah, we'll get some funding. Right.
Ed, thank you.